Hi, good day everyone. Once again, this is Mo and this is another day for another War Legends video. And as for today, I'll be not playing, but rather I'll be just doing a battle assessment or a quick battle review about Track versus Liuweifu. And as you can see, Track is playing as the light faction, meanwhile Liuweifu is playing as the dark faction. And they are battling each other because they are in the tournament named Treasure Hunt. And as you can see, Liuweifu was able to build his first structure, which is a sawmill. Meanwhile, Track here still gathering more workers, and his first structure would be a farm. Well, that is interesting. It seems that Track is trying to increase the capacity of the food limit. Maybe he is planning to bolster up his rank early game on. And as per Liuweifu, we have here the second structure, which is a pigsty to increase also the food capacity. And for Track, we were able to see that the second structure is a barrack. So it means that seems that Track would be more will be able to train his first unit faster compared to Liuweifu, because Track was able to build his barracks first. And as you can see here, Liuweifu used one of his scroll to fasten up the training process of his slave. And as for Track, he already upgraded his castle. And that is the same with Liuweifu. He upgraded his citadel to tier 2 while his slave is wandering around on the map. Maybe he's trying to occupy the mana well. Meanwhile, while that is happening in the base of Liuweifu, the first unit or swordsman is already completed. And it seems that Track is trying to secure the first batch of treasure chests onto the right side of the map. Meanwhile, Liuweifu was able to complete the first unit here. He was able to finish the training of Goon, and the first thing that he tries to occupy is the watchtower. Meanwhile, his slave is moving toward the treasure chest, but unfortunately, Track was able to guard it with his swordman, and that causes for Liuweifu to send reinforcement. But unfortunately, it seems that Track has more advantage when it comes to troops quantity. Well, that is expected, especially swordsmen are easily to train compared to the goons. And if we are going to take a quick look here on the base of Track, he already have 2 barracks, which means he will be continuing to spam a lot of swordsmen. And it seems that he has a plan to utilize also a copter, but for now he keeps on spamming a lot of swordsmen here on the map, and Liuweifu is at a total disadvantage when it comes to the quantity of firepower or fighting units. And the first chest will be going to Track, and that is one for him. So Liuweifu is trying to build his first outpost here, maybe because he is trying to predict that the second chest would be spawning around here. But I hope it does, because that would be a total waste of resources if not. And I hope it doesn't spawn right here in the center, because Track is already on the center part of the map. And look at that massive quantity of units Track have compared to Liuweifu. But as you can see, Liuweifu was able to train more skeleton archer. I think he will be transitioning also, because he started to summon his primary hero, which is the Eater. I think later on he will be spamming a lot of skeleton archers. And as you can see here, Liuweifu was able to build his second barrack at the same time, and I think he will be going to a lot of skeleton archers and one eater for tank. And what a brave move coming from Liuweifu. He is trying to bait track here to move toward to his outpost or toward to his tower of dark magic, and I think that would be working great because that is an extra firepower coming from Liuweifu, because the Tower of Dark Magic can actually hit multiple or simultaneous enemy. And I see Ether already introduced himself to the battle, and Liuweifu started to spam a lot of skeletons, yet tracks still have the advantage when it comes to the quantity of units. So while Liuweifu is busy on fighting the troops of Track here on the left side of the map, Track was able to get the treasure chest in the middle of the map, and I don't think that is a good position for Liuweifu. Well, I hope that I am pronouncing the name of Liuweifu correctly. If not, I do apologize. But yeah, as you can see here, the skeleton archers are positioned well that can do a free hit against the swordsman, but unfortunately, I regret to inform you, Liuweifu Track has the lead when it comes to the scores, because he was able to gather 2 treasure chests, which is the main point of this competition or the tournament. And as you can see, Track is also utilizing those copters, but I don't think that would make a difference, because if you see the skeleton archers, those copters can just go down instantly. And as you can see here, Liuweifu is starting to do a micromanaging to his skeleton warrior, and as one of the dark faction player, I can tell you that micromanaging the skeleton archers plays a crucial role when indicating if your army is going to be wiped out, because if you do not know how to micromanage your skeleton archers, they can be easily killed, because they are a very fragile unit, easy to kill. And especially if the enemy units is standing near them, they deal less damage, so they have to keep their distance to their enemy. So it seems that fight didn't go well for Liuweifu, and he was able to resummon his Ether, and he's training a Warg Rider I see here, and also he was able to train 1 Necromancer, and there is a pending another Necromancer, so in total of 2. Meanwhile, Tracker is still trying to secure his 3rd chest. And just a quick update from the lower part of the map. There are 2 worker and a worker and a slave trying to kill each other, but it seems the worker were able to win their fight. Unfortunately, Liuweifu was able to notice it and send his Warg Rider and a Necromancer to turn their corpse into a skeleton warrior. And then as you see, the Eater started to wave his arm again and died, and the other skeleton archers started to perish. And that is a defeat for Liuweifu for that 3rd chest. So last 1 chest for a Track to secure his victory in this tournament. And I just noticed on the map there is a massive movement towards to the right side of the map. I think Liuweifu is predicting that the next treasure chest would be spawning right here. Well, I hope it is, because he will lose if he is incorrect. And as you can see here, track is also moving to that direction. And let me just remind you, they don't have division like I do have. Alright, so track is trying to position his army right now. And as you can see here, Liuweifu is trying to build another outpost with a tower of dark magic that can hit simultaneous enemy. We have 3 necromancers here, and the eater and 1 skeleton archers are going towards the fight, and that is a painful scroll coming from track. And as you can see here, track is already engaging his full force troop towards to the outpost of Liuweifu, and Liuweifu is trying to retreat, and that worker is just standing right there and trying to repair that tower. Seems that oh, that's another painful scroll. I think Liuweifu will be losing on this fight again, and this will dictate the victory for track. Wait a minute, as a dark faction player, this is a win for me. So if you are a light faction player, make sure to clear out Necromancer, because you don't want this to survive, because it will keep on creating a lot of skeleton warrior. And as you can see, Liuweifu was able to bolster up his army, because these 2 Necromancers just keep on creating more and more of skeleton warriors. And as you can see, Liuweifu was able to bolster up his army with the skeleton warrior because of this necromancer. And as you can see, the eater is running for his life and going back again. And as you can see, the eater roared and started to dance around the paladin to Gilbert along with the knight, and they were too stunned to speak. Again, that is another painful scroll coming from track. You can feel and see that Liuweifu is really fighting for the his life right here, because if track was able to get this chest, he will lose. And if I was in the position of track, I will not rush things out here, because he is on the lead. He doesn't need to get this treasure chest in instant. He is rushing just now. So if I were him, I'll be just preparing for the next treasure chest and bolster up my army. This would be not logical to do right now. So Liuweifu was able to retreat. I think that is a good decision making, because there will be no point if he tries to fight track there. So it seems that Liuweifu will be just bolstering up his army until the next treasure chest appears. Because remember, if you are up against with a dark faction player and he has a necromancer, make sure that necromancer goes down, because if not, all of your army, once they die or even the orcs die, those necromancer will be turning it into a skeleton warrior, and it will increase your enemy's number. Well, I think the map is in favor of track, because it keeps on spawning the treasure chest where track is, or it's either track was able to predict where the treasure chest is going to spawn. Liuweifu's, I don't understand why Liuweifu created another outpost here, but as you can see on the map, the treasure chest will be spawning on the middle. Okay, one knight coming here to the mana well and there is a necromancer trying to protect it, and there is a fight occurred again, and another skill attempt to stun those knights. The eaters dancing, and those knights cannot speak about it. Good positioning coming from the skeleton archers. Those helicopters are just going down. I think the army composition of track is not good. Although I'll admit that Scroll is really painful against Liuweifu. But unfortunately, Liuweifu was able to win that battle. Look, those skeleton warriors keeps on tanking the enemy or the units of track. I think the best option for track to win this battle is to create some ballistas along with the spamming of the warsmith, because those units have a AoE damage, but yet he keeps on spamming a lot of swordsmen, which is illogical at this point, because what you need is AoE damage. Look at this army. I just would like to tell all of you, since I'm a dark faction player, I can tell you skeleton archers and warriors are fragile units. You can just wipe them out. You just need the correct units to use against them. If I am battling a dark faction against dark faction, I'll be using catapults, rocketeers, and bombardiers, because those are AoE damages. But if I am playing as the light faction and I'm playing against the dark faction, I'll be utilizing ballistas and the warsmith, or even I'll be summoning the wind mages for the AoE blast, because look at this, these are fragile units, but with this kind of army composition, a knight can only hit one, an archer can only hit one, a swordsman can only hit one. Well, for sure a helicopter can hit multiple because it has a mini AoE. Yet look at the composition here. Liuweifu has a skeleton archer, a bunch of skeleton archers that can destroy these helicopters. Helicopters naturally are weak against skeleton archers. And I would like to comment on how Liuweifu command his army. He always gather them first before committing to the fight. Unlike Track here, he's still trying to bolster up his army. Yet he is already positioning to the place, and that is a good placement of scroll coming from Liuweifu, and that because of that he was able to clear out all of the archers, and the eater is dancing again in the face of that paladin. And I don't think that is a good situation or positioning coming from Track, and because of that Liuweifu was able to get the third chest for him. I think the main reason if Track going to lose here is because he is panicking, I think, and also at the same time I think it is quite too late for Track to realize that he needs Warsmith at this point. And up until now he is not training any ballistas, or even use Gilbert at least, or I mean Baron, for AoE skill damage that can wipe out all of the skeleton warriors and skeleton archers. And I think that will be defeat for Track, because look at this army, and there is not a single turret that can defend the base. Well, I can already predict that Liuweifu is going to win this fight, and this is the end of it. It is just that quite shocking for me, because at the early game, Track has the control all over the map. Track has the quantity advantage, quality advantage, everything advantage. However, because of one mistake, and he continually doing it, he loses. And another factor that leads to track defeat, it's because he failed to adapt to his enemy. So he stays with the same army composition, even though he needs to adapt. He needs a lot of AoE. He sticks with swordsmen, archers, and knights, and Gilbert. Well, that is not logical, because look at this army. These are just fragile armies. Even a meteor can take out all of this army. If only Track was able to spam a lot of Warsmith, I believe he can win against this. Because look at this, these are just bunch of tier 1, tier 2's units. Just 3 ballistas will do to clear out all of these skeletons. And I don't even know why Track is training a lot of healers, archers. As you can see, there are no airborne units earlier. It is just now. So if I am in the position of Track, I'll be training a lot of ballistas and warsmith, and just maybe a couple of archers in case Liuweifu train some airborne units. But since I'll be using also Baron that can hit airborne units, maybe I'll be not training archers. Well, what I can say about this video before I end it, it's the reason why I think Track lose here. It's because he failed to adapt to the situation. He failed to adapt to the strength of his enemy, and I don't think Track knows the strength of his own units. That's the reason why he keeps on spamming a lot of swordsmen. And also to give a tip to all of you, if you would like to know or to be familiar with your units, you just have to click this army button here on the lower part of your screen, on the left side near the battle pass. Click that one, and then it will show you a bunch of units. You just have to click one, such as this warsmith. Like I said earlier, if I were in the Track position, I'll be spamming a lot of warsmith. It will serve as the first line or front line of my army. And as you can see here, the warsmith is strong against the skeleton warriors, even though the warsmith is weak against skeleton archer. If that's the case, I'll be spamming at least 4-3 around ballista, because as you can see, ballista is strong against the skeleton archer and warrior. So the army composition in my mind, if that's what's going to happen, the warsmith will be in the front line, will be stopping or holding the skeleton warriors and preventing the skeleton archers to move forward to target lock my ballistas, while my ballistas is focusing on clearing out the skeleton warriors, and at the same time the skeleton archers at the back of my enemy's lane, because ballista have a huge wide range. And as you can see, this is the hail of arrows that can cover a large area. And I believe Liuweifu trained a warg rider. It's because he was also expecting that ballista's presence will be here. But unfortunately, Track stay on using swordsman, archer, healer. And if you're going to take a look here on swordsman, yes, it is strong against an archer or a skeleton archer, yet with the numbers of skeleton archer, I don't believe so. And at the same time, he keeps on spamming knights. So you can see here, the knight is strong against the skeleton archer and necromancer. However, because of the presence of the eater, his knight keeps on being stunned. Well, it keeps on being rendered as useless. So if I were in track position, I'll use Warsmith along with Baron, Ballista, and maybe if the Wind Mage is available, I'll be using it to all units that has an AoE. So that's all coming from me. Well, that is just my opinion, that is just my insight. I hope that you learn from me, and I hope that you like, share, and subscribe my channel. And if you really like this kind of contents, you can comment, you can do a comment in the comment section. You can also message me in Discord. You can also leave your bid or BID on the comment section so I can review your interesting fights. Alright, so goodbye for now and peace out.